Hi, my name is LaShonda Herring, and I wanted to do a video about the three massive mistakes that women make that keep them stressed out, overwhelmed, and just out of alignment. So I thank you for joining me and watching this video, and I hope you find the information on the video very useful. So I'm going to dive right in. As you see, I'm sitting at my desk in my office at home and wanted to share with you a little bit about myself. Some of you definitely may not know me. This may be the first video you're watching that I've done. So I want to give you an introduction to myself and the H Zone. I am the founder of the H Zone. The company started, I guess it's about 2 years now, and we provide services to women that really help them deal with stress, overwhelmment, being out of alignment, and we help them really hook into their essence, their diva, their goddess, and their queen. So one of the things we really wanted to talk about today is about, my experience, why you should kind of listen to me. I've been in the human service field for about 20 years, and working in the field, I worked for a lot of non-for-profits. And I found that in working in the field and the clients that came through my doors, there were programs for them, but sometimes the programs couldn't go as long as they needed, couldn't really hit and target the areas that the women needed, as well as professional women and people who provide services to other women weren't walking through the doors. So I created the H Zone really to help out those women who are out there in the world, who are professional women, who are stay-at-home moms, which are called professional women in a different category, and really help them to get in touch with who they are, stop them from feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, and get connected to their genuine self. So I've been doing this work and developing programs and books and doing speakings and trainings for, I would say, the last 15 years, really honing in on this specific target group and finalizing and fine-tuning programs designed specifically to hit the needs of women. So let's get started with the three myths and what you're going to get out of this video. So really what I want you to understand is that stress does not have to be something that's everyday, overwhelming, and something that drains you and takes away your energy, as well as feeling like you're juggling 1,000 things in your life and it feels like it just keeps adding more and more. And now with us about to enter the holiday season, I know for a lot of people that definitely adds stress. It adds more things to your plate. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video this time of year. So really want you to realize that, we're going to talk about how to relieve your stress. We're going to talk about how to rejuvenate yourself, how to get that support, give you some answers, how to reach your goals and your dreams, even during this crazy holiday season, and how to get connected to yourself and how to connect to other people that can provide you with support. So if those things sound really interesting to you, I want you to kind of stick around and hang out. Let me tell you who this is really designed for. This is designed for any woman who has stress in her life, who's feeling like the stress is just really not helpful for me. It's not productive. It's counterproductive. If you're feeling overwhelmed, like you're juggling a lot of different plates, if you're feeling like, I'm not really in line with myself, I'm not in touch with who I am right now, and I want to get more in touch with myself and live from that authentic self, then this is for you. I encourage you to stick around and watch the rest of this video. So let's get into the three mistakes, and I'm going to drink some water. If you notice, one of my styles is that I'm very down to earth, no real pretentious stuff. I'm going to speak from my heart and tell you how it is. You can see here, this is my vision board for my job, for my work. So I wanted to be as open and share as much about myself as possible. And the reason why, we'll get into why I designed what this workshop is about and what this video is about a little bit later on. So the first mistake is that women are feeling overwhelmed and they're feeling stressed out, and they go and they get support. The problem is they go into these generic support groups. And the problem with generic support groups is just that they're generic. They're not tailored to you. They're not hitting your specific needs. They may not even be for women. So they could be for anything and every topic. And so there's a lot of information, a lot of kind of all over the place going on, and you're not really getting your needs met. So one big mistake is when women are feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, you may go to get support, but you kind of get generic support. You don't look for specific support for your needs and what's going on in your life. So instead of feeling like, okay, this is helpful and this is doing really a good service for me, you feel frustrated, you feel annoyed because you're not getting answers. You're not getting your needs met. Your stress isn't being relieved. You're still feeling overwhelmed with the situation. So that's the number one mistake. And to avoid that, you need to find something specifically for women, specifically targeting stress, feeling overwhelmed, anxiety, and any other issues that you may be feeling. But you want to look for something very specific according to what's going on in your life at that time. So when you're looking for groups, one of the things I suggest, if you're looking online or if you're doing a Google search, put in the specific target area that you want support, and also put in the word woman, because it's going to be tailored to how you may express yourself. Women were more feeling oriented. We talk a different language sometimes, and the way we express ourselves sometimes is we may come off really hard and like we have it all together, but someone may say something or give us feedback that's really harsh and direct, and we may take that really to heart, and it may do more harm than good. So you want to be really specific and mindful about that to protect yourself and be in a space that speaks your language and talks to your specific needs. Okay, the second mistake is that, when you're looking for support and you're looking to get rid of your overwhelm and your stress, you think that every group is going to help you with this. And the reality of it is it's not. Every group is not going to de-stress you. One of the big things that we have in our life right now is crazy schedules. So if you add an in-person group to your life and where you have to drive there, and you may have to drive through rush hour and you have to get off work at a specific time, and then you're like, okay, I've got to be in front of people, so I've got to look a certain way. All of this is adding more anxiety and stress to your life. So this group that you're going to, or the support that you're seeking out, may not feel as helpful because it may create a new form of anxiety for you. So you have to think about that when you're looking for, how do I get rid of my stress? How do I get rid of my feeling of overwhelm? How do I not really add something to my plate that feels like it's draining me or adding more stress and pressure to me? And one way of doing that is really looking for a stress-free experience, like what fits your life at this time. Nowadays we're really fortunate to have the internet and we have the web. So it may be more feasible for you to do something online. And they may have groups at a scheduled time, and you may be able to make those groups, and you may not, but sometimes they record them. So then you can watch them at your own pace. So then you don't feel so stressed out where, I've got to be here at a certain time, and I've got to get to this place at a certain time. I have to have, look, my clothes are a mess. I got to change my clothes. I got to do my hair. I got to do my makeup. All of that takes away from what you're trying to get, which is to relieve some things off of your plate, which is to relieve some stress and to relieve some overwhelm. So, that's a big mistake, is that people think, okay, if I go for support and I go to this group, then, it's going to de-stress me. But you have to look at yourself and look at your life to say, well, is me going to this place really adding more stress to my life? Is it adding more anxiety? Is it making me feel more overwhelmed? So you need to kind of decode that for yourself and look and see, well, is that really helping me? You want to find something that totally speaks to a stress-free environment where it doesn't matter what you look like. If you can come in your pajamas, if you can come in your head rag, or, whatever it is that fits kind of your needs. If it's something that you don't have to be on time for, or if it's something that you can get stress management and techniques at your own pace, that may be even more helpful for you than actually going to a physical group. So take that in mind. That's a big mistake that people do when they're trying to relieve stress, is like go seek something outside that creates all this other anxiety for them. And we don't want that to happen for you. Now, the third The third big mistake that I see people do all the time is they seek out things and they seek out groups and programs that are, like I said before, generic, but they're also programs that aren't really progressive and don't have a real focus. So I don't know about you, but if you've ever been in a group and you feel like, oh, I need support and I need to get in touch with who I am, and you go to this place that's kind of open and it's a free for all, and you realize week after week or month after month you go, and you guys are talking about the same topics. Like there's somebody in the room who's always bringing up that same thing over and over and over again. And there's no progress. There's no progression. And it feels like the group has no real focus. Everyone kind of comes to bitch and whine and moan. And it's not really going anywhere. And you're not getting your needs met. So you're sitting in there and you're like, oh, I spent this money or I invested my time and I'm not getting anything. I'm watching these people bitch and moan about the same thing over and over, and we're not going anywhere. My goals aren't getting met. My needs aren't getting met. It's just some kind of group where people just feel like, oh, okay, a venting group is what they probably should call it, but it's never seems to be titled that at all. And so you're stuck there, and you're feeling discouraged. And you feel like, man, I picked something else for myself that's just not working. And sometimes we beat ourselves up over making those choices. And I don't want you to do that. So that's a big mistake, is that you kind of look at a group and you don't look at the progression of the group, and you don't look at, does the group have focus? Are there specific topics that are tailored to my needs? And are these different topics really going to hit the areas that I need help with and assistance with in my life? And are the topics really going to help you to reach your goal? Those are the questions that you should be asking when you're looking for that support to get rid of that overwhelm, that frustration, and especially to get in alignment with yourself. You want clear, concise information and a process to get in touch with yourself. So you need to make sure that whatever resource that you're looking for, that they're giving you that they have a plan, that they have a process that's going to get you to your goals, that's going to meet your specific needs. And a lot of times groups are very vague and kind of generic out there, and you don't really see process and you don't see focus, and they just say, come get support. Okay, but what does that really mean? What does that really look like? So I want you to be careful of falling into that trap and making that mistake. I want you to do some digging and investigating about the group and see if you can find some information about that resource, about the support that they provide. See if there's a progression in there. See if there's a focus in there, and see that it's going to get to your needs and it's going to help you to connect to yourself. That is huge in life. A lot of us, we go through this life, and most of us want to be happy. We want to be fulfilled. We want to be satisfied. And so when you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed and you don't feel connected to your true self, I don't know, if you've been like me, it just feels so defeating. And you want answers and you haven't found them, and you've tried different things and it just doesn't seem to be working. So I want you to know that that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what the H Zone is here for, is to help relieve some of that. I have, like I said, over 20 years of experience, and I've created programs that are tailored specifically for people, and is specifically this time for women. And we look at progression, because I don't want you to sit with me and sit and receive services from me and be there year after year after year, and nothing is being accomplished, and you're still stressed and you're still overwhelmed, and you've got all this stuff coming in, and you don't feel like your life is meaningful, and you don't feel the purpose in your life, and you're not connected to that true self and living from that true self. You don't have that joy and excitement. That to me is one of the most awful things that could happen to a person's life. And we want to avoid that here at the H Zone. That's definitely what our programming is about. So let me share something with you. One of the big, simple, easy tips, easy tips that we kind of have developed here at H Zone is a way to deal with and to handle the anxiety, the stress, the overwhelm, the disconnectedness from ourselves. Because we're, a lot of times we get in a routine and we get in a rut and we just do things automatically, and we're totally disconnected from ourselves. So my tip for you is, we've created a system that we call organic sequencing. And I know that may sound like a big word and you're like, huh, what is that? But it simply breaks down to we tailor things specifically for you. We help you feel more relaxed, and it's a come as you are environment. So there's no pretentiousness. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way. Just come as you are. Whatever those flaws are, whatever those issues are, whatever those problems are, come that way. It is all fine. We want to not add anything to your plate. We want to enhance your life. So we want to create spaces that are safe havens for you. And we've done that. And in one of our really cool introductory programs that we're offering right now is called the Sisterhood Club. And that is a place to enhance your life, to not add another obligation or another responsibility, but it's a break. It's a safe place to rejuvenate yourself. It's where you can get connected to who you are. You can get the support that you need. You can relieve some of your stress. You're going to get help. You're going to get techniques, activities to do to relieve that stress. It's specifically targeted to what is going on in your life, And that's what we're really excited about, is because we're able to do this in a different kind of unique format, I think, than some other places have done. I think that's what makes us special with this Sisterhood Club. So let me give you a little tidbit of information. I'm not going to go through all the specific details because there's so much to the Sisterhood Club. I will give you a link and the website that you can go to and read about all the information. But I want you to get clear if this is for you or not and what we have to offer here with the Sisterhood Club. We're creating an environment that is a judge-free zone. It's a place to get support from other amazing women, but also to connect to who you are, to say, you know what, this is who I am at this moment. This is what I'm going through, or I don't feel connected to my values and my real sense of self. And all of that is okay. To say, you know what, I've created this life where I'm kind of stressed out and I've got all these obligations and I don't want this anymore. How do I fix it? And that's what the Sisterhood Club is about and is there for. It's to help you with your goals. So like I said, let me go into some of the things that the Sisterhood Club has to offer. Because I know everyone's life, like we talked about, is really, really busy. A lot of the information and the resources are online, and you will have access to them 24 hours a day. So if you work at night and you're up during the day, you can access them. If you work during the day and you have access in the evening time, you can access them. If it's weekend time, you can access them. Like I said, we don't want to add more stress or limitations to you. We want this to be at your disposal when you need it the most. So we have created for our Sisterhood Club a private membership online portal. And what that means, it's a place online where it's your space, where you can access all your activities for the month, because we'll have monthly activities that are specific and targeted, and to help you work through specific goals related to being overwhelmed, to being stressed, to actually accomplishing your dreams, to get connected to yourself. So every month, even though you'll see this target and this topic, you'll be like, well, how is this related? And I will explain it to you. I will simply connect the dots for you and talk about how it's related to stress, how it's related to being overwhelmed, how it can get you more connected to yourself. So every month we have those specific targeted goals in mind when we create our topics. And so at that private portal, you'll be able to get access to the activities for the month that you can do when you have free time. So we will have a Facebook page that's a private page that's only for the Sisterhood Club members. And on this page, you will be able to share what's going on with your activities, or saying, hey, you know what? I need help. This isn't working for me. I'm stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. And not just myself, but other women can be there for you. We can build that community and that tribe to support you and help you no matter where you are in this world. And that's the beauty of it. So it doesn't matter where you live or location. You will have people to support you through what you're going through right now in your life. Not a topic that I've designed, but what you are going through right now. And so the activities are specifically designed to, no matter what's going on in your life, it's going to help you. It's going to give you insight about you and what you're going through and how to deal better, how to reduce that stress, how to get rid of that overwhelmed feeling, and even how to take some things off of your plate that don't really serve you right now. So that private portal and that Facebook group are going to be a way for you to do your work by yourself on the private portal. And then when you want to come out into the community, you can do that with our private Facebook group. And also on the private portal, there's a section in there where you can write. So you can keep an online journal. And so you can go back to it and look at it and review stuff as the months progress on and say, okay, well, what was I thinking, in January? What was I writing about? Where was my mindset? And you can go back and look at that. And so that private portal is for you. And the cool thing about the private portal for me is that if you want my feedback, if you need some assistance from me, you have access to that private portal to send me a message. There's a little button on there that says that click coach and send to coach. And you can send me a message any time of day and say, hey, LaShonda, you know what? I did this activity and I'm really stuck in my life and this doesn't seem to be working, or this doesn't seem to be helping me. I need some more support. And you will get that from me. You will get an answer from me via email about what's going on. So if it's something very personal and you don't want to share with the group, you don't want to share with the other sisters, by all means, you can use that private portal to access me and to contact me and see what's going on. And we, as a group, what's cool is we're going to have online sessions where I'm going to schedule them. And if you've got questions or if you've got something going on in your life, we're going to be able to communicate and talk live, because I want to give you access to that as well. So you're going to have access to me live. We're going to do, online trainings about specific topics, because there's some months I'm going to ask you like, hey, what's going on with you guys? What's something that's bothering you right now? So then when we do the online live sessions, it's specifically to what's going on now in your life, not just some random topic that happened to be picked out of the sky, but it'll be something that you can take away and you can use right now. I'm big on giving you strategies that you can implement today. Not something that you have to wait a week for or 2 weeks for. None of that. I want to give you something right now. So I want to give you something that you can use to relieve your stress and overwhelm right now. So that's going to be the cool thing about our live sessions. We're also going to do some things maybe 4 times a year that are in person. So if you decide to connect with us and want to come in person, by all means, you'll have that opportunity to do too. I want this group to be fluid. But here's the key. I can't stress this enough, is that this is a safe place. I am very big on creating special sacred spaces for women. This is a place where there is no judgment. You will not get the whiners that constantly go on and on. Because if I find somebody doing that, I will have a personal conversation in a loving and respectful way to say that maybe you're not ready for what this group has to offer. These are for women who want to get things done, who are tired of being stressed out, tired of being overwhelmed with all the obligations and everything going on and being disconnected from themselves. I want to connect with women who want to live from that authentic place, who want to be their genuine selves and live from that place so they can feel fulfillment and joy and happiness and get rid of that stress, get rid of that overwhelm and that obligation kind of mentality. So this is what the sisterhood is about. And the really cool thing is my team has been amazing in working with me, and we've put this together because we offer a lot of more intensive programs that are 8 weeks long, that are 12 weeks long, that are 6 months into a year long. And like I said, some of you have never worked with us before. And so we created the Sisterhood as an introduction program. We want you to get your feet wet, see how we operate, see how we work, see if this is a good fit for you. Because I don't want you to make a long-term commitment and be thoroughly disappointed and be like, well, this is not how I operate. This isn't my style. So the Sisterhood Club is an introductory program. And the program investment is only $39.95. And the $39.95 is for what we call a season, because we do everything by season. So it's basically a quarter. It's for 3 months. So that would be your full payment for 3 months for you to try us out, to see if we're a good fit for you. So if you don't like it and you're saying, hey, after the 3 months or after month 1 or month 2, you're saying, hey, I don't want this anymore, there's no other charges for you. None whatsoever. All you paid was $39.95, less than $40. And you got to try us out for 3 months. You got to do activities with us. You got to get support from us. We will even be giving you kind of what we call our free kind of gifts, just to make you feel good kind of gifts. But you'll be able to get all of that from us and just try us out. So we wanted to give people a minimal, small investment, but to try us on and to see if we're a good fit for you. So that way, when you sign on and you're like, okay, these people, I like working with LaShonda, this is a good fit for me, then you can try our more intensive programs. Then you know our style, you know how we work, you know how we operate, and you'll be clear before you make that big investment what you're getting and what type of style we have and what you can expect from us and how we operate. So we created this, like I said, for a minimal investment. If you're a person who wants to continue with us and continue with the Sisterhood Club and want to continue for the whole year, that's fine. Every 3 months, you'll just make the payment of $39.95. It's just that simple. But you could end it, like I said, whenever you like. You just send us an email or call and say, hey, LaShonda, I don't want to be part of the Sisterhood Club anymore. And then we take you off. It's that simple. Like I said, we're not trying to add stress in your life. We're not trying to add any more overwhelm or obligation. We're here to help. So we've created, like I said, this simple, easy step. It's called organic sequencing. That's what we do with the Sisterhood Club. That's what we do with all of our programs. We tailor it to you. We give you what you need. We answer your questions so that you're achieving your goals, your dreams. That's what we want in life. That's it. I keep shrugging my shoulders because to me it is that simple. It is that simple. So if you want to join us in the Sisterhood Club and you want to try us out, do that. I will have the link below where you can click and you can sign up for the Sisterhood Club. We are doing this promotion through the month of November. The beginning of December, this promotion will end because we're doing for our first members who join, we're doing a special gift in December to send out to you. And we want to make sure that everybody who signs up gets this free gift that we're giving you. And because it's holiday time, I need to make sure I can get it in the mail on time to you and it comes out correctly. So that's why we're doing this kind of short promotion and turnaround time for the Sisterhood Club. It will open back up next year. I do not have a date for you. So my suggestion is if you're really interested in the Sisterhood Club, give this gift to yourself. Like I said, it's about to be holiday season. Give yourself a gift for less than $40. Give yourself support during the holiday season. Give yourself a special little treat that's going to come in the mail. You deserve it. You deserve to get your dreams met. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live with less stress. You deserve not to be overwhelmed every single day of your life. You are a very special being that has a wonderful, unique light that needs to shine in this world. And when we're stressed out and we're overwhelmed and we're disconnected from who we are, that light doesn't shine. And I want your light to shine. So myself, LaShonda Herring, and the Age Zone, we're here to help. So if you'd like to take us up on the offer, like I said, click the link below, learn all the details about the Sisterhood Club. It's listed there. You can also email me if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But take care. If this is the last video, have a wonderful holiday season. If it's not your last video and you'll watch more, we've got more tips and more information to come for you. I hope you're enjoying your day. Take care.